Hey.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense, and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good... I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the fourth down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Makes it past the marker. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
I hate that.
Trigger and down he goes at the 41.
Every time I do that, I'm staying in the pocket.
With one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback in the side.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Motion from the back. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
There.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive. So you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
On the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Using his legs, it's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Shotgun snap on third down. The short hands, it's Green. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go back to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to throw. It's Pavia. Got a man. There he goes. And an explosive play.
Bro, what was that? The running back ain't even get out there. What the fuck? Did that nigga just disappear off the field? I guess.
And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown,
that running back
this guy's
definitely
trying to
the
lead
most.
his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the option. Ran through the contact. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air.
There we go.
He was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got ran the fuck over.
Got to find ways to affect the quarterback.
Your ass hurt.
The defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Can't miss. Still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the coordinator.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Complete on 3rd down. Turns it on at midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Gosh, damn it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The offense will have to use its
Oh, that ain't even a cartoon.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we play 1 quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He's brought down.
What the hell is he talking about?
Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first.
Yo. What I'm missing about this, I see somebody talking about playing offense or playing defense.
The other day, when UTEP was playing Michigan, he was saying when he was on defense and just play offense.
Oh yeah, nah, that's a no-go.
Yeah, so I had never known that, so I just had to make a rule that you can choose to do that, but you won't be taking no power 4 jobs. And I'm gonna start taking. And I'm gonna take power 4 teams off your schedule. So the people who do that gonna play more users.
Mm. Yeah, that's lame as hell.
Yeah.
So that's why you're talking about all these different upsets and shit going down, but these niggas damn sending defense or only playing one or the other. Nah, that shit lame as hell. Yeah, niggas should have to play the whole game regardless. Goddamn, you see them that bitch, then you gotta doggone sit a week out or some shit.
Yeah.
That's compromising the league for the niggas that is actually playing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you said you gonna do it how now?
Well, the 2 people that I know do it next year, they ain't getting no power 4 games. And if they have to take a new job, you can't you not simming if you in the power 4. Just need to know you playing the whole thing. So.
Okay. All right, I was trying to scroll up, trying to see what the hell I missed.
I like your Steeler game as well too. I may put if it's found out that you did film, you would be suspended for a game.
Yeah.
And moving forward, you'd be removed from the league.
Hell yeah, I like that better than doggone just saying that they just can't play, because even if you stay in the regular joint and they send me an offensive defense and our conference we in now, they go undefeated, they still get a playoff spot.
Oh, they ain't undefeated.
Well, no, I'm just I would say outside the people, if they just happen to not, you just gonna add users to their joint.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that kind of counteracted then.
Yeah.
So that's good.
They'll get a few conference games where it gets the computer at our level, but they won't get no like games they can get an upset to boost their resume or unlock some of their coaching stuff because you got to get ranked wins and then you got to get upsets.
Oh yeah, for like some of them other joints, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hit them that way.
Okay. All right, that's a bet. I sure trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah, bro. That's bullshit.
Right.
I feel the way about it, but you don't really think about stuff like that because you figure everybody trying to play to get it in, but cats be being like 3-4 leagues trying to play all one game in one night, so they don't find any shortcuts now.
Yeah, that make all the sense then. Yeah. Either way, okay, all right. I'm sitting up here fucking with my damn different my league with me and my damn brother in, and I've been running my offline joint, so I've been trying to get nice with this Army joint. I'm like, every team I play, I got like 4 teams in my offline joint. I'm like, every team I play with, I'm using my Army joint. I got to get it down. This is nice. You just got to figure out some of the motions and shit like that.
And nobody used to see it, so they can't just go and say regular defenses.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I said it's time to go ahead and pull this shit the fuck out now. I had that regular style playbook for the first season and the first 3 games of this motherfucker, and I'm like, yeah, niggas done got adjusted, so I'm like, yeah, I'm going Army the rest of the goddamn way. The only thing I'm not liking about that motherfucker, some joints, like I seen, like when I'm playing my game and just say I see the damn DB pressed up on my receivers. I got Ryan Williams out here with Alabama. So I might audible to a pass play, and then I might send him on the go route because he pressed. But doggone, depending on the formation I move into, when I motion his ass back out to get back wide, because they bring him in tight on it, the quarterback snap the ball, and he literally like just standing there right behind the center, like I just can't move him, so he get his ass killed. So
when you snap the ball, don't press turbo.
Yeah, that's what I ain't been doing. It just like when I do that, I do the joint, but I guess it's just depending on the audible when I audible from a run to a pass, and then I gotta remove them out. Like it ain't all the time.
But if you're playing with Alabama, your quarterback ain't an option guy.
Oh no, I got my option guy, and I got Keelan Russell, the nigga that I feel like supposed to be starting anyway. Yeah, I just literally just had him play the nigga that stood there as soon as because I audible to a pass, he just stood there as soon as the center snapped the ball, and I was like, what the fuck? And that happened to me twice, but I figure out the not how to get around that shit. No. But that's all I was wondering about because I just seen the shit on the tour and this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah, you good.
All right, bet.
All right, yeah.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Send the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 guys.
Oh, he came and got it.
He gets the job done. Picking
That was
up
a
the
good
first
awareness
down
by that
and
damn
getting
line.
down.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off.
And your ass cooked against Georgia too now. Don't start that shit.
Commodores are marching down the field. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Works the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there.
Damn it.
Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the
And
hit.
somebody got doggone
Just
step
can't
up.
say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Miller.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll try the outside to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for room. It's Washington. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Miller. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stops at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Miller with the ball. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Central Mid. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. And he was fortunate not... Huge yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Come on,
Clock
Bama.
stops
Let's
momentarily
see.
for
We get the ball
first
at
down.
half.
They'll hurry to the line. To the air. It's Pavia. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Sherrill. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out. Quickly, wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fitzgerald. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and a drag, get one.
You got me, dog.
Pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can, inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a...
Did he really catch the ball right there, or did the game glitch out? What the fuck? Oh, he really did.
Where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finding open areas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Oh shit! I'm glad I thought we got the ball back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Commodores will move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job. Knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Oh, they're after him. Finds a man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing those pads.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped.
Yes, go.
Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Come on, Brown, stand up.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give is to Miller. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown time! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks.
The extra point is blocked. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Gets the back moving.
You stink, dude.
I'm trying to power it in. He's going to be stopped.
Why you over there? You don't like your bed? You don't like your bed? You just want to lay on the floor over there? You know your feet messed up. You know your feet messed up, booty.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You know your feet messed up, booty, man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Thank you for not messing with your feet
Looking
today.
for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
I'm not welcome. You want to scratch it so bad.
Again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A rather unproductive series last time.
See you later.
Out, and they'll try to do better this time.
See you later.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18.
You want to take him for a little walk later on? They go down to about the clubhouse or something and come back.
And a good job.
You know they ain't got no gas in them.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, they're fast and shifty, they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stowers. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
That's about as... You can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Commodores. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The running back has it. He breaks a tackle and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Sends it back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend. And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Russell. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got it looking for a first. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Motion from the wideout. Here's a quick throw out to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air, it's Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 4 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There he goes.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the Commodores moving quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hoskins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got it behind the line. It's Newberry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught in the backfield, it's Hoskins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. The chains will move, and they'll have
Man, come on, stop the
from
bullshit.
inside the red zone at the 18.
Nigga did not get hurt.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On fourth down, going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Dillon. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Victoria.
After being stopped
Wow.
on fourth down, this game's pretty much over.
That's
We're
wild.
gonna have to
That's
go-
crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Two-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback adapting. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are
Cool.